What's up, y'all? It's Tuba Tourette's, and today I'm going to be reading probably just Revelation 13. Not having the best day so far, but hopefully tomorrow will be better. I'm going to be reading about the first beast and the second beast. Last time I talked about the two witnesses and the woman and the dragon is talked about here, and I'm guessing it's Satan. It said, or maybe it's not. It said, chapter 13, the first beast, says, "And I saw a beast rising out of the sea with 10 horns and 7 heads and 10 diadems on its horns and blasphemous names on its heads." So it sounds like the description of Satan, but now it has these blasphemous names. And the beast that I saw was like a leopard. Its feet were like a bear's, and its mouth was like a lion's mouth. And to it the dragon gave his power and his throne and great authority. One of its heads seemed to have a mortal wound, but its mortal wound was healed. And the whole earth marveled as they followed the beast. Think about this. You have Satan controlling, puppeting, or the dragon puppeting this beast. It could be a nation. It could even be America. I mean, sorry, I'm back, y'all. My mom came out for a second. What I was saying is, it says, the beast I saw was like a leopard. Its feet was like a bear's. Its mouth was like the lion's mouth, and to it the dragon gave his power and his throne and great authority. So you have Satan puppeting this beast. One thing that I realized, or I saw a few days ago, is this exact description of the beast is a statue in front of the UN. Really weird. It is, you can look it up. It's a beast. It's a statue. That was like a leopard. Its feet are like a bear. Its mouth was like a lion. That's basically it. It had a leopard's tail as well. It was really weird. And to it the dragon gave his power and his throne and great authority. One of its heads, seemed to have a mortal wound, but its mortal wound was healed. Mortal wound as in, it would have eliminated this. And the whole earth marveled as they followed the beast. And they worshipped the dragon, for he had given his authority to the beast. And they worshipped the beast, saying, "Who is like the beast? Who can battle against it?" And the beast was given a mouth, uttering haughty and blasphemous words. And it was allowed to exercise authority for 42 months. How long is 42 months? I don't know. That's like, think real quick, 14, 2 years, 16, I think that's a little under 4 years, I'm not sure. It says, "It opened its mouth to utter blasphemies against God, blaspheming his name and his dwelling, that is, those who dwell in heaven. Also, it was allowed to make war on the saints and to conquer them." To conquer them. And authority was given it. Also, it was allowed to make war on the saints and to conquer them. The beast. And authority was given it over every tribe and people and language and nation, and all who dwell on earth will worship it. Everyone whose name has not been written before the foundation of the world in the book of life of the Lamb who was slain, if anyone has an ear, let him hear. If anyone is to be taken captive, to captivity he goes. If anyone is to be slain with the sword he must be slain. Here is a call for the endurance and faith of the saints. So God has a will. If anyone is to be taken captive, to captivity he goes. But does he cause all of this? No. Does he keep this and try and change it for the better? Yes. See, I'm not sure if all evil is even in his will. I don't know if God's will is to have evil in the world, but I know that he keeps it so that he can better other people, because earth is a tiny little gap, and eventually it's nothing compared to eternal life. And then the next part is called the second beast. It says, then I saw another beast rising out of the earth. So you have this beast with a mortal wound that was healed. He exercised authority for 42 months. It opened its mouth to utter blasphemies against God and those who dwell in heaven. Also, it was allowed to make war on the saints and conquer them. And then it says the second beast. Then I saw another beast rising out of the earth. It had 2 horns like a lamb, and it spoke like a dragon. So I'm guessing it looked, I guess, cute like a lamb. It was like just kind of there, I guess. And then it spoke like a dragon. It was fierce, but it looked like a lamb. It exercises all the authority of the first beast in its presence, and makes the earth and its inhabitants worship the first beast. So this person, this nation, whatever this second beast is, will want people to worship the first beast. The first beast that that is blasphemous and makes war on the saints, does all these other things, and had a mortal wound. This second beast, there's a lizard. The second beast wants people to worship the first beast. They're like, hey, go worship him. He's Satan is controlling him, but yeah, go worship him. And it says, it exercises all the authority of the first beast in its presence, but makes the earth and its inhabitants worship the first beast. So it has the same authority as the first beast, but pushes all of it to this person, or this nation, this thing. It says, the second beast, it performs great signs, even making fire come down from heaven to earth in front of people, and by the signs that it is allowed to work in the presence of the beast. What? Why is there 6 right there? What? Of presence of 6, the beast. That's not verse 6. What? Hold on, I'll show you that. What does this mean? I don't understand this. Okay, so it says, the presence, it says, is allowed to work, 6 right there. It says verse 12, verse 13, verse 14, then it says 6. Yeah, I don't know why it says 6, but right before it says the beast, it says 6. The beast, it deceives those who dwell on the earth, telling them, or the second beast, is allowed to work in the presence of the first beast. It deceives those who dwell on the earth, telling them to make an image for the beast that was wounded by the sword yet lived. So, long time ago, like, if you ever heard the image of the golden calf, that's like a statue, an idol that people worship, and it was just metal. Well, this second beast that made fire come down from heaven in front of people, he spoke like a dragon. He wanted people to worship the first beast that reigned for 42 months, and had a mortal wound that was healed, was given a mouth to utter haughty and blasphemous names, and just did blasphemous stuff against God. This second beast that made the fire come down says he makes an image, or he tells the people to make an image of the first beast. Make a statue, a piece of metal of the first beast. And it says, and it was allowed, the second beast was allowed to give breath to the image of the beast, so that the image of the beast might even speak, and might cause those who would not worship the image of the beast to be slain. This sounds, you ready? A lot like an AI. That's just conspiracy theories, though. I don't know. It sounds like the first beast has a mortal wound that is healed. The second beast wants people to worship the first beast, and then the second beast makes an AI of the first beast because he loves him so much. And the second beast, and then the AI says the AI or the image of the beast, the statue, the piece of metal, it says it speaks, and it causes all, both great and small, both rich and poor, both free and slave, to be marked on the right hand or forehead, so that no one can buy or sell unless he has the mark. This is a very serious topic. If paper money starts becoming more digital, don't trust it so fast, because it says that no one with the mark will be able to buy or sell. It says, so that no one can buy or sell unless he has the mark. So this beast, this second beast, has authority, makes fire come down from the sky. People are watching, they're happy. Makes an image, something that is not alive. He speaks life into it. It starts living, and it tells everybody to worship the first beast, whose mortal wound was healed. So the first beast was about to get got somehow, and he was healed. The second beast makes the image, and the image speaks. It tells everybody on the earth, you're not going to be able to buy anything if you don't have this mark. And it says, so that no one could buy or sell unless he has the mark. That is the name of the beast, or the number of its name. See, it says the name or the number, and the number is the only one said. So the name was not said, so we don't know what it is. And then it goes straight to the point. It says, this calls for wisdom. Let the one who has understanding, I'm getting goosebumps, calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. That's the end of 13. I just wanted to spend a lot of time on that one because it's a very insane thing to even think about. Who is the first beast? I don't know. Who is the second beast? I don't know. I have some ideas, but I don't know. And what is the image of the second beast, or the image of the first beast that the second beast creates? Is it an AI? Is it someone who makes everybody in the world put a mark or a chip in their hand and say, you can't buy or sell without this? I mean, something would probably have to happen to the money, the paper money. And so how would people just stop using paper money? You know, that's kind of weird. But yeah. Yeah. But that's it for chapter 13. Chapter 14 is a little more beautiful, and it talks about the Lamb and the 144,000. So before, a few things ago, I think a few episodes ago, or a few videos ago, I talked about 12,000 from the tribe of Judah, 12,000 from the tribe of Reuben, 12,000 from the tribe of Gad, and all these other things. This is where it goes more in depth about it. And it says they're standing on Mount Zion. But be prepared. Be prepared, y'all. For the time is now to get right with God. And yeah, my nose is itchy. I'll see y'all another day. Okay. God bless.